I'm at Berentsen from 102.9 WLAS. I'm with L.I.F.T. Guys, how are you doing?
We're great. Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. It's hot. It's really hot in this venue. So, you guys are a new band. You're just getting started. Let's just start from the beginning. Like, how did you guys all come together? I know, like, half of you are English, half of you are American. So, like, where'd this begin?
Well, we've been together for like 2 years now. About 2 years. And it's super fucking weird. But Ruben basically moved from London to the US when he was pretty young. In middle school. And then we became like best friends in high school. And but he's always been younger, and like we're both playing in a bunch of bands in the local punk scene. Like San Diego's got like a really prevalent pop punk post-hardcore scene.
Definitely.
Like there's bands from like Pierce the Veil and Blink-182 and stuff like that. And that was like the scene we're in. And then we knew Holden from playing in other bands. He was just like the best bass player hands down in the scene. And then and then we had some opportunities, not as a band, but just like opportunities for like some demo songs. You know, arise in the UK, but not in San Diego. We kind of had nothing to lose, and I'm already a citizen there because my parents are from the UK, and so we just moved out there.
Nice.
And then when we were out there, we met Jamal, and it just organically through playing together became a band, and we ended up like locking ourselves away in a house for a year in England, and found kind of our musical identity. Very cool. And
awesome.
I came back here with it.
Yeah, and now you guys are signed to DCD2, which is a huge record label. You know, your record mates with Fall Out Boy, Panic! At the Disco, Nothing Nowhere, and you get to work closely with Spencer and Pete Wentz. What's it like to have such a solid following?
Oh, like we were always like really reluctant to sign to a label, and we made like a really active effort to do everything we could to be like independent coming out the gates, and like we've been making our own music, like cassette tapes music video we made before we'd even signed, and like
before we'd even met.
Before we'd even met and knew about the label. And
ultimately, like they seemed, Spencer and Pete and everyone that was sort of crushing DCD2, just understood and had a really sort of apt understanding of what the project was after seeing sort of cassette tapes, the video, and when we met them, it was really natural, and it felt
we didn't want to jump into a relationship with a label where they were controlling us.
Yeah, definitely.
And what they offer us is like fuel for us to do what we already want to do, and like a bit more of a structure and more hands to do it, so like we can ultimately have a bigger medium to reach who we want to reach. So.
Very cool. So how'd that initial reach out? I'm assuming they reached out to you guys? Yeah, how'd that happen? Like, how did you come across DCD2?
It's just our cassette tapes video just got passed around through random people in the industry.
And they just found it.
And we met like hundreds of other management companies and labels and stuff, and like it was all like none of it felt right, and like people were more like invested in what we were doing for the hype and not because they actually believe in what we're doing. So that was like.
And we'd had management in London that was disappointing.
Yeah.
To say the very least. Yeah. And.
So you guys just released Autopsy. It's
your
EP. You have songs like Set Tapes, Locked Up, I Wanna Die, excuse me. And you know, they're all very different but follow a common theme of like genre bending. There's a lot of different styles in there. You hear there's rap, there's alternative, there's punk, there's a bunch metal. So where does that come from? Is it just a wide array of influences, or like why is this like kind of the direction you guys went?
We're literally just like children of the internet. There isn't like a point for any of us where we can remember not. I mean, sure, it's the same for you guys.
Yeah.
Where we haven't had accessibility to the internet, and like we never have tried to be anything. We're literally just an accumulation of all the stuff that we mutually like and listen to, and have had access to our whole lives because of the internet. So like the lines of musical culture have been very very blurred to us, and like
Sure.
no one's told us we can't do anything. And for us, it's just about genre is just like a bridge to convey messages.
Yeah.
And like for us, we want to be able to bridge our messages to people that like can relate to the music and relate to us. And so those people inevitably are the people that have grown up in similar circumstances with the internet and like listening to an accumulative amount of genres.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Talking of having different genres you've been into, who are some like influences? Like, what were the musicians that were like, all right, this is why I want to do music. This is who I can be one day.
I think they're mainly bands.
Yeah.
Like, for like My Chemical Romance, Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy, and then we all have our individual influences. I think that's part of the reason that the sort of the genre seems to sort of not really sit in a place right now.
You can kind of connect random dots and like all our roots, because like we grew up, most of us grew up with like UK influence.
Yeah.
So we like are heavily influenced by like Gorillaz,
Oasis,
Oasis, and Maccabees, and then like kind of accumulate like the thing that we all like mutually first landed on that we all loved was just like the new wave of trap music.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
that's like a common thread in our music.
Yeah, you
It's
guys hear it.
a scene that we're like passionate about.
Yeah, it's coming out too. It's got a lot of interesting roots, and it's becoming more and more, I feel like, just fluid. There's a whole lot happening, so it's really cool. Now, talking to Autopsy, you guys do have some heavy lyrical content, and what was the choice behind that? Because I know sometimes a lot of musicians or bands, they try to kind of stray from that because they don't want to become, too controversial or seem like they're trying to portray something too much. But I feel like it's put off in a really good way where a lot of people are able to identify with it and kind of pull something from it. So where does that come from? What was the idea behind doing that?
We don't write about anything that doesn't bear emotional relevance to our lives.
Yeah.
We don't make shit up. We don't we use metaphors obviously to be able to further convey the emotional expression, but yeah, nothing we write about is fake, and I think it's imperative for what we want to do to make sure that we're always genuinely expressing our emotion, because the music's being able to emotionally invest ourselves somewhere and put our feelings somewhere is the reason we do music.
Awesome.
So
cool. And I was talking about this summer. You guys have a pretty big summer. You have a huge tour going out. You're opening for Fall Out Boy. You're going to be on Warped Tour. You're opening for Bishop Briggs. So that's got to be pretty exciting. What are you looking forward to the most from that?
Meeting the fans,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's actually what makes us super fucking excited, and it gives us when we're walking around the show shows and stuff. The one time we are euphorically happy is when we have interactions with fans and see, because they're the only tangible proof that what we're doing is worth it. Yeah.
In any way.
Yeah, I see you guys on social media too. You're always interacting with fans, constantly, which that's really cool.
For real.
That's something that a lot of bands kind of tend to ignore sometimes. They just kind of overlook their fans. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, not at all. So talking pipeline, I know you guys just dropped your EP. You guys just dropped a merch line too. You have your tour coming out. Is there anything else that you're looking forward to in the near future?
Just making more music.
Yeah.
And playing more shows.
Very cool. All right. If there's anything else you guys want to plug before we finish up, go ahead now. And
Do you want to plug anything?
Shout out to Spence P and
Yeah.
Sure and the Dead Kids.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys check out L.I.F.T. They're a really good band.